with the Green Bay Packers.
Zerline's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard. 70 yards, and the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Okay.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The give is to Elliott. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On second down, Elliott trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough.
Bullshit.
First, no gain as a matter of fact, and it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and short yardage. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they finally put it into this
pass returned, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Dang it.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon, 37 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 21-0.
Alright, motherfucker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, they won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Well, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and 9, Prescott got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. Touchdown!
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it's no good. Well, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He'll going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure.
He's got
Lucky motherfucker.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let it go again.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of.
Looking deep for Adams. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Final play of the half. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. But a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Elliott again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Prescott.
Open man, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give to Elliott on the left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Another down on... scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yet I know they're on the wrong side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott to throw this time. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 44, Prescott will find Lamb. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Back now in Arlington. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Found that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I got you, pop. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41. Ricky.
Prescott. Well, he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Able to slither by. He's to the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And it's caught. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Zerline now for the PAT.
Oh, come on.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it.
How the fuck you got that one?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split.
He out of bounds.
Touchdown.
What the fuck you doing? Yeah, you know you was out of bounds, dude.
Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Davis. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Ryan avoiding the hit at the end as he'll slide down with a first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Ryan. Touchdown, Falcons! It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on
and saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target low. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
On the option, here's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finding some room at midfield. 30, the 20.
Oh, you gotta feel it, baby.
Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
If I have one word to describe what I just saw there, especially for the defense, it's confusion. Half of them playing the run, half of them playing the pass. Your offensive line is doing their run blocking best. That allowed them to escape for a monster run downfield.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. And they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Ryan. Throw into the middle, going to be caught here by
Pitts. Ryan on target to Pitts. First down, Falcons.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan going to give this to Davis. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never.
But I think the ball's out. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
throwing now. Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Carlos Watkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Play action. It's Ryan.
It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ryan now handing to Davis on the draw.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got him.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
It's Eric Harris who he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Ryan on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go play action now. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go again with Davis. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff, running left is Davis. It's a first down and more for Davis. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Patterson on the draw play. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's Ryan. And
Keep it up.
Falcon touchdown. Lee Smith there to make the grab. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Who able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Prescott.
He dropped it. Come on.
There on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this puck goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Ryan. A dump off for Davis.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And they can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Prescott on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw, Prescott.
No!
He slings one that's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Prescott. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now Dak. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Prescott.
That's not fair, Joe.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Dak. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to have to hook up to Gage. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw. Going left side, it's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ryan. This one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And he's got it.
Get the fuck out of here!
Taking the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were
Fucked up, yo.
a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw the guys on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Good shit, yo.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Unbelievable.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Damn!
That Richie Graham. Well, that is going to seal this victory.
So I had this one. Fucking defense. Let them walk down the fucking field.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and
Good
entertaining
game,
game.
motherfucker.
Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
We ain't cost no defense to stop nothing. Y'all just walk right down the field.
Going to be one of the key ones.
Bullshit.
At the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
I ain't jumped. Nobody fucking jumped.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Should have won this one. Should have won this one.
sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. For the touchback. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Strapped in, it's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. Now Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Murray. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Herbert. Thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And down inside the 40 or about the 38. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Prescott off play action. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Yards to go on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this to Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass for the Chargers. They're able to widen their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was
the only one, huh?
well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
What the fuck, yo? Alright, I'm gonna quit this one, cuz I'm fucking up. I ain't ready.
At their own 24. After the turnover, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler.
I ain't ready.
Some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Where the fuck is you going?
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 76 6 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it.
Let's go, Gus.
And complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Really?
This is caught out in the left flag. And he gets in.
You're killing me, homie.
Was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their
Damn.
lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what
I ain't throwing it no more.
Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Trust
See
me.
what happens. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 6th and 9. Again to Elliott, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On play action, Prescott. Chargers
Look at
able
that.
to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this returnable for Hill. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been.
Fuck out of here. Ain't that fucking sweet.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's
Ain't that fucking sweet, nigga.
You said it's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over.
Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Given 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
But
And it will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway.
I
I think it's time to
mean,
erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And now what's happening on the return.
Right.
They'll get this to about the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. The give is to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the first time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, you know it. Fucking up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
That should have been the fucking safety.
Because if they were a 50-50 ball here, it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae.
Oh, I know how to do it too. I fuck up on offense, nigga. Don't get it twisted.
48-yard line.
It ain't that fucking sweet. I told
They've
you.
got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
What's up on my screen, yo? Glitch mode. I'm stuck. Call timeout. I can't do shit.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
I told you I couldn't do nothing. You gonna take the call any fucking way?
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran.
Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this...
Shit, cause this shit pumped. I'm not supposed to fucking do that. Man, fuck.
And it's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot
That was my
imagine what
fault.
he's thinking between the ears
That
right
one.
now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw left side is complete on the diamond. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is called.
Oh, you motherfucker.
No one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This guy?
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Look
And
at
a
that
decent
shit.
return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 75 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. A first down carry by Elliott. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll be hit as he releases it.
Fuck out of here.
I've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
No zero.
You're going slow clap on
0
me.
fucks.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to
Come on, man, get it over with. Fuck this.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out in complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began.
Yeah.
His pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off here at 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That one complete to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make
come on, man.
Another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
This ain't the Olympics. What the fuck is he doing?
That's the kind of day that you feel really good about.
Winning by 30 fucking
points.
points.
To themselves,
You doing flips and shit. You in your mouth.
Could have had our shutout.
The Charger drive about to get going. With the late lead, Herbert's going to
Give me that.
He's airing it out for Williams. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's going to go down. His time is now run out on this game.
There we go, baby.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. He'll remember this one. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
So long, motherfucker. One more. One more.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets...
Bring that piece up.
And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jadon Wiggins now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been. And gone down to his knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
I'll take that one too.
Intercepted. Will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And now 2 interceptions thrown in his second quarter.
You know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first
motherfucker. Take the L, bitch. Fuck no. Quality was good, but that nigga quit though. Bitch ass nigga. Make that motherfucking shit. In your face with disgrace. My name is B, I'm in the place to be. Hey yo, Milk. Haha. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Vincent Jones in the house, and I'm doing it